you gave the immediate reaction that everybody would like, the natural feeling. I'm analyzing it, and you know what I think the difference between you and Scott Wilson is in that moment is number of hours logged playing video games. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding. When you talk about clock management, I play or observe, because more often than not, it's my kids playing each other, but they play down in the basement while I'm working here. I observe more video game football than I do live football because that's just the nature of it. And there are a lot of people who are like that play Madden every single day or play college football every single day during the off season. And we've seen what can happen if you've got 3 timeouts. Like, nothing is over if I've got 3 timeouts and it's a one-score
Right.
game. It doesn't matter
Right.
where I am. So
Even a 2-score game
yeah,
sometimes.
right. But it's just, I mean, a play can be 2 seconds. You run the ball if the clock is stopped and you run the ball, and I call timeout immediately. And I take a look, see if Scott does it, because I feel myself. I click my thumb like I'm chiming in on Jeopardy when I'm trying to call it when I want a timeout. I'm like timeout, 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 and like my thumb gets itchy. And I don't even play it that much, but it's been in my life for 25 or more years, so that's a part of it. And I'm going to connect this. Oh my God, Paul, you know how good we are as broadcasters. Check out how I'm going to bring this all together with what we heard today. So we're talking about a gambling scandal that involves both
Uh-huh.
sports and poker, right?
Right.
A lot of the what has happened at like the World Series of Poker, and I've been following it for the last 5-6 years, but prior to that, what happened was there were guys in poker who were doing it the right way. They were the pros. They were the ones who toured across the country playing in these backroom games, and then they would make it to Vegas, and they'd go to the World Series at Binion's and all this. And then suddenly, this dude, Chris Moneymaker, showed up. And you know how Chris Moneymaker elevated himself to the level of the professionals? And he wasn't great, but he was great enough and understood enough about it because he had logged so many online hands of poker. Back in the heyday of online poker, you could have, I'm going to say 4 screens. It might have been more. I never had it set up for more than that. But you could be playing 4 games of poker simultaneously, 4, say, tournaments of Texas Hold'em. And that meant that you were seeing a deal every 3 seconds. Between these 3 games, you were seeing a new set of cards. And all the information that comes in, digital allows for, and this is in all walks of life, but it allows for a much quicker acceleration of buildup of information. So it's the number of hands that you've logged that makes you a better player. It's the number of
Right.
games that you've logged in Madden that makes you a better clock manager, Madden or the college game or whatever. But it's digital stuff. People are training, in their mother's basements. They're off learning how to be better at the stuff that people that have been doing it forever have been doing. Look at podcasting. There are podcasts that have jumped up and taken over the world. And it started with just a couple guys in a room, and then somebody's like, hey, you're kind of good. Let's add some production values to it. And the next thing you know, the regular media is competing with home-generated media, which is why I don't feel the need to work for anybody. Like, I don't know that I can get to, like, this superstar level, but I don't need to be anywhere else. So I guess what I'm saying is digital tools have allowed for a lot of people to get a lot better at a lot of things behind the scenes. And then they jump in and they look almost fully formed as if they've got the experience that a Doyle Brunson has. Chris Moneymaker just shows up. He's like, I know how to do this too, because he's got the experience, even though nobody knows it, because he did it by himself.